Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the Blizzard Entertainment Overwatch 2 Funko Tracer collectible action figure. Now, I have reviewed a bunch of Funko's Five Nights at Freddy's collectible action figures, but I haven't really looked at any of their other stuff. And I know they released some for Rick and Morty, and of course, there's ones for Overwatch now. But I've had this for a while, and I just never opened it. So we're going to check out this Funko Tracer action figure. I believe that originally Hasbro was making the Overwatch action figures, and they were pretty nice with their Overwatch Ultimates line. But these are kind of smaller figures, but you can see she has her gripping hands, some pointing slash gun holding hands, a waving hand, her two guns, and then two separate head sculpts. One of her smiling, and one that looks like she's like screaming, or maybe having like an action pose, like she's getting ready to fight somebody, maybe Widowmaker. But the box is pretty nice. You can see Tracer collectible action figure, a nice window that showcases the figure and all of its accessories. You can see there's kind of like a white grid background that has like the Overwatch 2 logo, some Funko, and then like the colors of like white, orange, and this grayish blue color that kind of makes up the Overwatch colors of like the logo and stuff. You can see the two other figures that are available. You got Reaper and Genji. It's nice to actually have a real Reaper figure, because I think the Ultimates line only gave us Gabriel Reyes. So Reaper before he, dons this whole Grim Reaper aesthetic. And you got Genji with the sweater, and obviously Tracer that we have here with Collect Them All Overwatch 2 figures. So let's see if this compares to the likes of Overwatch Ultimates, what came before it. So without further ado, I'm going to take a few minutes to get this one unboxed. Don't go away, there'll be more figure review to be had. Alright, here is Lena Oxton, aka Tracer, out of the packaging, and I like this. I think this is alright. I still wish we had the Ultimates line, but for new stuff, this isn't bad, and I think they did justice to Tracer's new costume. I mean, it's essentially just a orange bodysuit with her bomber jacket on top, her chronal accelerator, and then of course her gear over top of that. It's basically the same character, just with a more modern look. And just so you guys can get a taste of how small we've gotten, here is the Overwatch Ultimates Tracer. You can see this figure is like half the size of what came before it. Now, I'm not going to take away what this figure has, but you couldn't have made it a little bit bigger? I mean, your Five Nights at Freddy's figures are bigger than this. Why did you go small for Overwatch? But you can see the two figures there. I don't know. I like both of these figures, but I'm more gravitating towards the original Tracer just because it looks nicer, it's bigger, it has a better presence than the little tiny little tater tot Tracer that we have here. But moving her aside and bringing this Tracer, I made her eat shit there. But yeah, here's Tracer. Put her arms down here so you can get a better look at her stuff. But yeah, so very fragile. Like I feel like I'm gonna break this. I do like the detail on this thing. Like there's a lot of great detail on it. Oh, her joints are really stiff. But yeah, here is Tracer. So the face of Lena Oxton. It looks just like Lena Oxton, which I actually like. I don't think the original figure was that accurate, and at such a small scale too. That's pretty impressive. You can see her hair is all spiky. They even gave her piercings. It's not very, like, obvious, but you can see that she has her piercings. That's pretty cool. Spiky hair, chronal accelerator. Winston gave her a few upgrades because it looks a lot more techy. She's got her bomber jacket. Back of it is exposed. That ass. Woo, that ass. That's a firm, tight ass. Woo! So yeah, you can see the bottom here, her bodysuit kind of over here on her arms and on her legs here. Yeah, I like the color. I like the orange and the yellow and the darker kind of browny orange. It's pretty cool. She's got updated Crocs. Kind of like really nice looking. What's the shizzle on her leg here? But yeah, and it says Tracer, or it's supposed to say Tracer here, on her thigh. She's got some thunder thighs. Look at that. Look at how that looks. But yeah, for articulation, do the Exorcist, or she can't. Yeah, she can do the Exorcist. It's just really weird. Moves up and down. She does have a waist swivel here. The legs can move up that far, move back that far. She can do the kind of do the splits halfway there. No double joint, it just goes like that. And then her ankles do pivot and move up and down. So you got a pivot and it moves up and down. Leg bends, kicks up that far, moves back that far. Oh, this leg's really loose. Arms can rotate all the way around on both sides. She does have a up and down movement in her arms. Oh, it's really stiff on mine. She does have an up and down movement in her elbow. She does have a wrist rotation. It moves up and down, and same on the other arm. It moves up and back. Even spins too, which is nice. And then rotates here at the wrist. So not bad articulation. It's this very small figure, and I think they pulled all those stops. You know, it is just a really tiny, precious little figure. I mean, bring in the older one here, and you can see, like, I don't know, the old Tracer doesn't really look like Lena, or I don't know, maybe it looks like old Lena, and then this new one is supposed to look like a more adult version, because let's remember, they aged up the characters for Overwatch 2 compared to the first one. But you can see them there. Let me just compare the asses here. We gotta compare the masses. Oh yeah, new Tracer has some cake. Anyway, moving that one aside. Alright. This figure's okay. Detail on her bomber jacket and her outfit is pretty cool. Love that she has like a bodysuit this time. Looks really cool. But I guess we'll go into her accessories. Obviously, she's got her guns, which I put in her hands here. And those look pretty good, I think. And on top of her guns, she does also have some pointer fingers, so she can point. Her hands kind of look really fat with the pointer fingers. But yeah, she can point. Maybe she's going to do a finger gun. Oh, looks okay. So there's that. And then, of course, being Tracer, the quirky lesbian woman that she is, she also has that obligatory, what I originally thought was a waving hand is actually her sticky bomb. The Overwatch Ultimates figure didn't even include this. They just gave her 2 guns. The fact that we have a hand that holds her sticky bomb is just really cool. So she's got her sticky bomb. She's going to stick it to you and make you blow up. And make you smash the keys on your keyboard in anger as you rage quit Overwatch. Yeah, they gave her sticky bomb. Okay, this definitely gets points now. I mean, the size, yeah, the size kind of, I don't like the size of this. But the fact that they gave her both her guns and her sticky bomb is just bonuses on my book, Funko. But yeah, she's got her sticky bomb. Really nicely detailed too. Like that's nice. She holds it. But yeah, she's also got this kind of quirky, mischievous, winky face, where you can see that she does have a wink. One of her eyes is closed, and she's got like what looks like a big smile. Maybe she's laughing. Maybe she's about to put the sticky bomb on a enemy player. But yeah, so she's got stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, it's a small figure. I mean, not every figure has to be like regular figure size. 2 3/4 inch figures. I think this is maybe a little bit bigger than 2 3/4 inch. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not very good with smart stuff like math. But I would say this is probably around 2 3/4 inch. It's all right. I like it. I think that they were able to do a lot with such a small figure. Why so small, Funko? Why though? I mean, the old Overwatch Ultimates Tracer can like hold this thing like a doll.
Yeah.
But there's my look at the Blizzard Entertainment Overwatch 2 Funko Tracer collectible figure. Size isn't everything, and I think this figure demonstrates that. There's a lot of things that this figure has over the Ultimates figure. The Ultimates figure only gave Tracer one head sculpt. They only gave Tracer her guns. But this figure gives Tracer her guns, a secondary head sculpt, pointing fingers, and of course her sticky bomb. All things that the Ultimates Tracer did not come with. And I think that puts some points on this figure. On top of that, while not being as articulated as the Ultimates figure, it does have articulation in places where there should be. She's got ankle rockers and tilts on her feet. She's got articulation in her knees and in her waist, in her legs when they move up and down. And she has all the basic articulation you'd expect from a big figure, just at a smaller scale. And I'm even surprised with the detail they managed to get on this figure at such a small scale. I mean, the face literally looks like Lena Oxton from the Overwatch video game. It is like an exact recreation of her at such a small, tiny scale. And this figure just reeks the energy that Lena Oxton has of being this quirky, fun, doesn't take life too seriously character. And I loved it for that. I think this is a great figure. And well, yeah, I think the Overwatch Ultimates Tracer is a better figure. This figure is no slouch either, and it does all the things that you'd want out of a Tracer figure. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.